What's going on, everybody? I just finished a marathon session of 100% clearing all of the uncollected event quest, and I now have enough of this Tier 4 Atlantean Coral to pop open my first Atlantean Rift, and I'm faced with a decision that all of you guys are going to be faced with as well. Do you want to go stable, or do you want to go unstable? And, I mean, look at the abs on Namor on the unstable one. I feel like I gotta go unstable. Now, in all seriousness, though, I've got a spreadsheet that I want to show you guys. Let's go take a look at this. There's a couple here. This is from Kabam, of course, on the right side of the screen here. These are the actual individual drop rates and the prizes of what you're actually going to be getting. But there's a way to kind of average things out here, and actually, Star made a nice little spreadsheet that she shared over on the Twitters. And I kind of just made some slight adjustments here, but the numbers should be accurate because I came up with the same numbers that she came up with. So, should be accurate here. Basically, you know, you can kind of average this out if you have a 10% chance to get a Tier 2 Alpha. Well, you know, if you open up enough crystals, then each crystal on average is going to have about 3,600 Tier 2 Alphas. So after combining all of the, you know, the 5-star and 6-star amounts on both sides, including the 5-star featured crystal, which you know is worth 15,000 shards. That's what all these numbers are. So it's pretty similar in what you're going to get whether you go stable, unstable, on average. There's a couple of differences though. One, of course, the stable rifts do not have a chance to give a 5-star awakening gem at all, whereas the unstable do have a chance to give a 5-star awakening gem. But you can see here this garbage percent that I have down here, where I would say 25% of the time you're going to get some garbage out of the stable, and 65% of the time you're going to get some garbage out of the unstable. And by garbage, I mean this. 20% chance to get 1 plus 5 sig stone, which, you know, sig stones are fine and all, but, you know, compared to some of the other prizes in here, I would say it's a little bit more on that garbage side of things. 30% chance to only get 500 5-star crystal shards, which is really not much at this stage of the game. I mean, you know, depending on where you're at and all. Hey, more 5-star shards, the better and all. But yeah, 500, 30% chance, that's pretty weak. So 50% chance that you're getting one of these two things. And then an additional, you know, 15%, that's where that 65 comes from, that you're only going to get 250 6-star shards. So yeah, 65% of the time, you're not really going to get such good rewards. But the rest of the time, you're going to get some really good stuff. All of these that are, you know, only 5% chance, they're all really good. And even this 10% chance at a fully formed Tier 2 Alpha is quite nice. On the stable side of things, you know, it's a bit more balanced. I would say, you know, only just, you know, going through here was about 25% chance they're going to get something that you're probably not going to be happy with. The rest of it, you're probably just going to be kind of indifferent about, just like, okay, neat, I got some rewards. Like, I don't know, it's not as crazy of a difference between the top and bottom end of the reward list. But in any case, I am going to go with the stable just because, you know, they kind of average out to be roughly the same anyway, and I might as well get that chance at an awakening gem. And if I'm going to miss and get a lower amount of shards, it's not that big of a difference for me to care all that much anyway. Like, yeah, I'm going to be bummed if I get the 250 6-star shards. Of course, I'd rather have 500 6-star shards. But is the difference really that big a deal? Is it going to make or break my account? No. So I'd rather just go unstable and kind of hope for the best here. So it's time to enter. We'll go unstable. We'll check out the difficulty of these fights. I will be skipping through a lot of the fights, but I will, of course, show kind of just the difficulty of the enemy, the PI, the health, the attack, all that stuff. If there's any nodes, we'll take a look at that stuff and take a look at the rewards. All right, so if you only have an hour. Let's see how much energy this cost. A lot. I should have checked that beforehand. I'm not sure how much in total this is going to cost. I might have to pop an energy refill or something. Okay, so the global is just plus 100 health and attack, and they have a third special 3 active. This gold pool has 30,000 life, moderate amount of attack as well. So nothing too crazy here. Let's go ahead and skip through this fight. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Moving on. Here we go. Here's the random teleporter. Let's take a look around though and see what we're working with here. So we got the low end of the 6-star shards right here. It looks pretty nice in the quest, but I don't really want to land on 250 of those. Alright, for my Awakening Gem here, the chance at it at least, it is a skill one. Which would be okay. Wouldn't mind getting that skill Awakening Gem. There's the 2,000 6-star shards. We've got the tier 5 basic there. That'd be nice. The tier 2 alpha would be nice. What else we got? The 5-star shards around here. Mutant Sig Stones, which I don't really want to land on the 5-star Sig Stones. It's a good chance that I'm going to land there, 20% chance. But, you know, Mutant is the class type I'd want the most, so I wouldn't be super disappointed with it. But, alright, let's just go, man. My head's kind of covering the button here. Says chance it. Let's go ahead and chance it. Let's do it. We got 500 5-star shards. No, that was the highest chance. There was a 30% chance I was going to end up here. Rip. Alright, well, there's 3 more fights here, and then there's going to be a final fight. Looks like 40,000 health on this X-23 with 3,600 attack. Alright, let's skip through this fight. Next up, we have Vision. Oh man, I think I might have to spend an energy refill too. Vision with about 48,000 health, 3,500 attack. Let's skip through this one too, because these fights are just standard. There's nothing special about them other than their stats. Okay, time to collect my 500 shards. Sweet. Not really though. We have a Rocket who has under 30k health and kind of high attack, so I better not get hit. Alright, let's hit this teleport, and unfortunately use an energy refill. Make sure you guys have energy before we're going in here. I think it's 60 energy in total. And there's one more fight in this place, which is a 5-star or 6-star Korg. Let's see what Sig level this guy is. Sig 56, okay, so it's not a ton of damage that you're taking back. 707. I'm assuming this is random every time too, but just in case you do come across a Korg, you'll know how much damage he's going to deal to you. And he's got 40,000 health, not a lot of attack, so not too bad all in all. Oh, and then one final fight here against Invisible Woman. So, oh, okay, this fight actually does seem like it's definitely on that uncollected level. 80,000 health. I think in the event quest she had about 100,000 health. High amount of attack, though. That's 7,400 attack. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and actually do this fight. I'll show you this fight. Ooh, that's right. You do not want to attack her when she's invisible. Every other time is fine, but not when she's invisible like that. So her force field, I haven't learned a ton about this character yet, but her force field, it does go down. You don't need anything special to take it down. You just got to attack into it. It reduces damage, but eventually it goes away. And then her special abilities, well, we didn't get a chance to look at her special abilities, but I did fight her quite a few times during the live stream. If you want to see how that goes, I'm sure there's going to be some guides available soon too. On how to evade her specials, but that's all you really need for Invisible Woman. Okay, so there's my 500 5-star shards and single quest crystal. That quest crystal makes it all worth it. But yeah, I am gonna go unstable every single rift. Some people were kind of curious because I do normally take the safe bet when it comes to these rewards. For example, I don't normally go for the 5-star featured crystals, and yet I'm going the slightly riskier route here by popping open the unstable rifts versus the stable ones. So what's the deal? What's with the sudden change of pace here instead of going with the safe route like I do with the 5-star crystals? Well, it's a little bit different when it comes to these rifts. Again, if we go back to the spreadsheet, you know, I think Kabam has confirmed that we can get 10 of these epic rifts if we complete all the content. So over 10 chances, they average out to be roughly similar here. Slightly lower in the unstable on average, but you do have that chance to pull 5-star Awakening Gem, which makes up for the slightly fewer 5-star shards and 6-star shards, whereas everything else is pretty much the same on average. And yeah, I could get crapped on for all 10 of them, like I got crapped on for this first one. But it's not, like I said before, it's not going to make or break my account. Whereas opening up 5-star basic crystal versus 5-star featured crystal, you know, right now there's not that many ways to get 6-star shards. If 6-star shards were more available, more readily available, maybe I would take my chances with the featured crystal and hope to get one of the newer champions that I want. But right now, there's just not that many ways to get those 6-star shards, and I rather get more 6-star shards from just duplicating more 5-star champions overall, and just still cross my fingers, hope to get some of these newer champions when they enter the basic crystal, and I have gotten some of those. Still missed out on a lot of them, sure, but just getting those additional 6-star shards. The difference is much bigger than something like the averaged out difference of 6-star shards versus these two. You know, it's essentially 50% more 6-star shards than I'm getting for popping open the basic crystals. So that's why I go with basic when it comes to what I'm actually spending my you know, my actual 5-star shards on. But in any case, that is going to do it for this first rift. We've got 9 more to go. I might save those all up for the end, or I might pop them as I go. I'm not quite sure. But that'll do it for this one, guys. Thank you all for watching. Good luck in your rifts, and see you in the next video. Take care.